Hi everyone, welcome back to Humans of SYMB, where we go beyond the job titles and get to know the people behind their roles. Today, I'm joined by Shoaib, our senior software developer. Hi Shoaib.
Hi Divya. Hi, hello everyone.
Shoaib, it's really good to have you here today. So let's start from the beginning. So I know that you grew up in Bridge Ghat. So what was that like?
So basically, I'm from Garmukteshwar. It's near the Bridge Ghat in the Hapur district. So where culture is very much better. Like there are some Hinduism activities are happen. Like currently there is a mela called Isnan. So where there now we people come there and sell their horses also. So there's a very good market for the horses, and people comes to in the Hindu they do dukki in the water, so they can clear out their sins. So I think that's very much good to live there. So the culture is very rich also.
And is going into the career of software something you always wanted to do when you were a kid, or is that something you figured out later on in life?
I figured it out later on in my life. First, I want to become daily farmer, but now as life goes, I become the software developer. But now I am very doing very good, and I am very happy to do it here.
Nice. That sounds very interesting. And even the place that you described, Bridge Ghat, and the environment sounds
Yes.
lovely. I think, and you're very lucky also because I think nowadays a lot of us are just looking at cities and concrete jungles, and to grow up in a nice, clean environment is something all of us are wishing for. So, also, anyone who knows you also knows that you love fitness, you love bodybuilding. So,
Mm.
what is something that got you into that in the first place?
Uh, First of all, it's the basic needs of the body, like the fitness. So there is nothing else. If you like your fitness, if you want some looks or you want to live a life which have better for the future. So I think we have to do that for with the fitness. So like our body is a tool. So if we sharpen that, then it will help in the future. And if we do nothing and place as it is, then it will get rust. So that's why I like fitness.
That's very interesting. I think, and that's true. I think all of us do need to take care of our bodies and our health. So, is there anything that fitness has given you that you consider, a value that because of fitness you feel that you think about something in a different way, or there is something that you always try to include in your everyday life, even in your work. Is there something that fitness impacts in your other parts of life as well?
Yeah, I think it's helped me to get stress free after the work life. So it's make my clear mind. My mind gets clear after doing some exercise, and I cut out from the words like the social media things and some busy schedules. So I free from that. So that's why it's helped to me in that way.
That's amazing. So is fitness something that you do every day after work?
Currently, I'm not, but when I get time, I will try to do it.
Right. That's great. And I also know that you like anime, and that is also a big part of your world. So what is it that draws you to anime? Like what is it that you enjoy the most about it?
Firstly, what draws me into this, in the childhood, we have Cartoon Network and Pogo, so that's make us introductory to the cartoons like the Ben 10 and the Chota Bheem at that time. When I get in 11th and 12th class, so I met a friend uh, who likes Beyblade. So we share, like at that time we have Bluetooth and like share it for the Android. So with there at that time there is no internet. Internet was very expensive at that
Hmm.
time. After that Geo comes, but before that it's very expensive. So he download the Beyblade episode and something like that. So and we shared in the physics coaching, our physics tuition. So at that time, I get interest in anime. So after that, I watch all the things.
Nice. And if you had to pick one anime character that you relate to the most, from all the shows that you watched, which one would it be and why?
It's very tricky because there are many. Uh, I get Naruto
And why is that?
because Naruto faced many difficulties in their childhood, but after that he becomes the Hokage of their world. So that's why.
Nice. So you also see yourself as someone overcoming a lot of challenges and obstacles
Yeah,
to reach where you
yeah.
are today. That's nice. That's very interesting. And what are you watching right now currently? Is there any anime that you're excited about?
Yeah, I didn't watch yet many things, so I'm very excited to the future, like the solo levelings things, and many things are coming to the future. And currently, I'm nothing watching, nothing in my watch list, but I'm waiting for some animes. Uh,
Nice. So, when you were talking initially, you mentioned that something you wanted to do first was having your own dairy farm. And I think that's very unique. That's not an answer that many people generally have. So, can you tell me a little more about, why and, what draws you to that career path as
okay,
well?
okay. So my family background is with the dairy. So my grandfather have dairy in 1980. At that time, my grandfather have dairy, so they manufacture paneer in that.
Hmm.
After they died, my father do that things, and after that they comes to the Ghaziabad and they open their shop here. So we have wholesale shop for the paneer in the Ghaziabad. So because of my family backgrounds, I have very interest in dairy farming things. So I have research also in my BTech. Like as I told you before, I have a mind to drop my BTech for open a dairy. So that's the thing.
And is opening a dairy farm still in your future? Do you think that someday you might go back to it and actually start doing it?
Yeah, if I get chance, I will open it.
Okay, that's great.
It's definitely in my mind.
So tell me a little more about your journey from Bridgeghat to IMS Ghaziabad. What was that like? How was your early initial years in BTech, and what was your journey like till here, till joining SYMB?
So it's quite difficult also and interesting also. So first, we live in the village. We live in the village,
Hmm.
and I did my 10th class from UP board. After my father comes to Ghaziabad, I also admission in 11th class here from Greenfield Public School. It's in the Sanjay Nagar, Sector 3.
Hmm.
So after that, I admission into the IMS Engineering College, and I find some good friends and there. So BTech is very fine, but then 2019 comes, the pandemic. So everything shut down. So we did BTech from our homes,
Hmm.
and then I did like pandemic come to I think 2021 also. So
Yeah.
I joined SYMB from my house only. Then I work from home. That's the thing.
And so, therefore, I guess that means you also joined SYMB as a fresher, and
Yeah.
within a couple of years, you've managed to reach the position of a senior software developer. So, how has that been like? How has your experience in SYMB been like?
Okay, so experience SYMB can gives you many opportunities. You have to work for that. Like here, it gives you to learn many things. Like they provide you the mentorship and the projects to work on. So we can learn only by the doing things, not by learning things. If you have some work, you can do that. You fail into that, but you find some mentorship, then you grow by doing that in recursive way. So you will find yourself you learn many things from your company. So that's the thing. So as you told me that I joined as a fresher, yeah, and I faced many difficulties in initial days. But after that, I am getting comfortable because I do many things. So it makes my life easy.
That's great. I think that's, and I agree with you. I think in a company like SYMB, there are a lot of opportunities to grow and learn, which probably is not very common.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes it so interesting. So you've can sort of, I feel like in our conversation you've mentioned how much difficulties and obstacles you sort of had to overcome to be where you are right now. And that makes me want to ask you, is there some sort of value or belief that you hold on to that sort of helps you, every time you encounter a challenge? What is the first thing that goes in your mind, and what is something that you tell yourself that helps you overcome any kind of obstacle that may come your way?
I think that it teaches me something.
Hmm.
Like when I found some difficulties, so I think that after doing that, I will learn something for the future. So I will get some more experience about this program. So that's motivate me also,
Hmm.
and that's the thing.
So going back to more about your interests, how do you see your sort of future path and your future growth?
I see my growth as a, like as I told you, I want early retirement. So after that, I will open my business like the dairy farm is I get the chance or something like that of my own. Before that, I just be a developer that can help to others and teaches many things to my junior and pass my legacy to them. And I want to be a team leader, or I want to be lead a project in my future. That's the thing.
So Shoaib, what do you think your future sort of looks like? We've talked about the journey and how you've come here. So what are your plans for the future?
Uh, my pre- my plan for the future is nothing. As I told you before, I want early retirement, and after that, I want to do my things like I told you before, like the dairy farming or something like that. Before that, I just want to be a project lead of a famous project. Uh, that's only.
So you just said that, ideally you want to be the leader of this famous project. So what would be a famous project according to you? Like what
Uh,
if you could design it, if it was in your
yeah,
hands, what would it be?
like currently very trending in Zoho. Like Zoho becomes from route to something like that.
Hmm.
So I want to become a part of that type of project also. Like they're doing very well in
Hmm.
India. So we are growing India in terms of Zoho. Like Zoho launches many different kind of product now. Like they launch their social media app, and currently I read on the LinkedIn like they also launch a app for the payment. So they are growing India. So I want to be a part of that kind of project also in a lead.
Right. Great. I hope that you do. And I hope that,
Yeah.
you achieve that dream. But you also said that you're planning, early retirement, which I think is very common for, people our age, of our generation. I think that
Yeah,
we
I
don't
think
want to
so.
work till we are in our 60s. So how is that planning going? How are you planning your early retirement?
I do invest in stock markets and SIPs. So I think only that can help to early retirement. Uh, yeah, only the investment can fulfill our dream, nothing else.
So, what's an investment tip that you can give to our audience who are going to be listening? So, what's one tip from Shoaib that you think people should follow?
I think buy the things when they are very at low price. And when you get the opportunity, then buy it. I think everything will go high at the price. Nothing will go down.
Hmm.
Like if you buy the gold, it will always go up. So these are the things. When your heart say buy it, then buy it for the long term only, not short time.
Okay. So, is finance something that also interests you apart from, software?
Yeah, but I don't have much knowledge about that.
But how did you like, what is it, just because of the goal of early retirement, or is there something else that sort of, made you want to get into finance and investing?
No, only the other retirement because money is required after the retirement. So it's the very basic need of the human beings also.
Hmm.
So because after 60s, you get some diseases like the many things can be happen. Something can happen. Nothing. So it's not in our hands. So money can help to tackle that.
Right. So, with early retirement, you want to open up your dairy farm. So, what's like the place you want to, if you could choose anywhere else, anywhere in the world to open up your dairy farm, your dairy empire, which place would it be?
I choose my village.
Your village.
Yeah, I choose nature.
Right. So, I also know you have three cats. So, are you also a cat lover? And, how's that like? Because I know cats can be really chaotic.
Yeah. So I love cat so much. So I am like three cats currently, and I am very big cat lover. And cats also loves me, and that's the case. Yeah, but I am very big cat lover.
Are they rescues or did you adopt them?
No, I adopt them.
Nice. And have they ever like disturbed your work? Is there an instance where you're in an
Uh,
important meeting and a cat has
many
come
times,
in?
many times they come to me and sit down here and there. So I put up and then take it away from the camera.
Nice, nice. I mean, I also love cats. I have one cat myself, so I can completely relate to that. They just cause chaos wherever they go. But it's
Yeah.
really nice to hear that you have three cats. I can't even imagine how, fun that may be, actually. So, Shoaib, tell me something. I know that sometimes you do fitness after work, but what's your ideal like day like after work? What are some of the things that you do?
I spent some time with my friends. So we are we sit on a show and chill there in our gully.
Hmm.
So we call us a gully boys, as I told you before, I think. And I also like to spend some time with my family. So I spend some time and make fun with my siblings because we are five siblings, five sister and brother. So we do fun when we are free. Yeah, that's our typical life.
That
Eat, code,
sounds.
sleep. Eat, code, sleep.
And what would be your ideal day off? Like, say there was no work. So, what is that day like? When you
I
have a
sleep.
holiday, you sleep.
I sleep.
Okay. So, Shoaib, looking back, what's something that maybe you would tell your younger self, knowing what you know now? If you could go back in time and, tell young Shoaib something, what would that be?
Uh, I will tell, do not worry about your future. So it's safe and enjoy your life current in that time because as I told you before, when we are college, when we are at college, then pandemic comes
Hmm.
to our lives. So it changes many things in our life,
Hmm.
like the social life. It's disturb our social life and things. So I only spent 2 years with my friends in the college, like the first and second year. After third year, pandemic comes and college closed. So I will tell, enjoy your life here with your friends. Yeah,
Uh, Actually, that brings me back to what you had said earlier in terms of how you had to do your final 2 years of college at home
yeah,
from because of
yes,
the
yes.
pandemic. So, I mean, that must have been really difficult. And I know for all of us who were either studying or doing anything at that time, the pandemic was very unexpected. So, how did you sort of deal with that? Like, I'm sure that must have come with a lot of like anxiety in terms of what the future is going to hold. And now, for example, you just said that if you could go back in time, you would tell your past self that it's okay. But at that moment, when the pandemic hit and you had 2 years of btech left, and I feel like btech is something that when you do it with your peers in college, it has a much more different experience than doing it from home. So what was that sort of phase like?
We are very big family, so anxiety will never come to us
Hmm.
because we do fun at our house. We have different kinds of people in our house already, so we do have fun. But about the career things, so as I told you before, I have something else in my mind. So at that time, I think about that. We can do that.
Hmm.
Yeah, but if I think about at that time, it's not that comes. to me some anxiety, but I'm very free-minded in people person. But yeah, career goal is very uh, difficult to us, like
Mm.
what we will do in our future. Uh, but I got opportunity here
Yeah.
in my seventh or eighth semester. I think I got this job, and I SYMB as a in trainee. So that's helped me to avoid that.
That's great. And coming to the future, what's something that you would want to tell your future self?
Uh, I will tell don't stress now also. Live your life because present is only the things.
Hmm.
Past is already goes away, and future will also come. But present is the self, which
Hmm.
is now true things. So we can enjoy this time only. Don't take any problem from the future and from the past because that's already passed now. The past is already past, then future will come. So don't take any tension about that.
That's great. I think that's really nice to hear, Shoaib, because I think again all of us do sort of tend to get caught up, with our fears and our worries about what is going to happen in our future and our careers. And so it's nice to hear that you have such a optimistic approach to life, and to just be in the present and enjoy the present and not to take too much stress. So so Shoaib, actually this brings us to the end of our conversation, and it was really nice speaking to you. I really enjoyed learning more about you, and also all the kind of values that you hold, and your different interests. And it's always nice to meet a fellow cat lover. I think many people are dog lovers, so I have to
I think
struggle
we
to
can
find.
discuss. I think we can discuss about that later also.
Sure. I think we can have a separate SYMB cats podcast for all the
Yes.
people who love cats in our company. So, Shoaib, it was really great speaking with you today, and I really
Thank you.
enjoyed learning more about you and your story and your background. And I think this is why we're doing this podcast, so we get to know more about the person behind the role. So, to everyone listening, this was Humans of SYMB with Shoaib, who's a senior software developer. And I hope that you stay tuned for more such stories that remind us that are much more history to people beyond their roles. And thank you.
Okay. Thank you, everyone.